Hey there, guys. It's Kage. I just can't quite get a good name yet. Coming at you for another video that was suggested to just kind of do a video on Tacticus. So I've been playing, I want to say, for about a week now. So we're gonna kind of go over why you should play this game. What makes this game kind of a decent or a logical jump from Dragon Quest. So to start, let's just break down. Let's get the elephant out of the way. How the spending works in this game. Well, there's a lot of different packs. There's a lot of different things you can get. There's some stuff for the events. They have a battle pass system. The base pass is like $10, and you get all of this. The more expensive pass for like 2024 has additional items. Some stuff that's pretty good, like extra shards, extra items here. A lot of really good stuff they put in. And as you can see, the season started at the start of the month, and I'm already currently 16. So, I mean, getting here shouldn't be that much of an issue with all the missions they provide for you. And they give you more missions if you have the premium for $10 to, make things easier to go about to get the season filled out. So they do help you out in that regard. So there's a battle pass there. It's optional. Just to give you an example, my wife is playing this game too. She hasn't spent any money and she's doing pretty well. I think also Platypus is playing. He's gone the free-to-play route, so you can. It's just a bit slower. And then for other expenses, there's little packages. There's stuff catered to the events they put out. Like they have a small event for this character here, which I'm kind of surprised how they handled this event, to be honest, because I played this event. I got decently far so far in it. And how the scaling for the event goes. But my wife doesn't have this character at all. So I was like, is she not going to be able to play this event? Is she going to get locked out? Well, no, they gave her the character as a guest, and she was still able to get points and unlock some of the reward chests. So she wasn't completely screwed because she doesn't have the character, which was awesome. In terms of like advertisements and refreshes on that, the only ones I would recommend doing is one refresh for Stam, that because Stam refreshes in this game, they're a bit expensive. I wouldn't recommend doing more than one or two if you're going to start out. And the shop, once you have some gold built up so you can spend on some of these items. Like you see here, I bought these items here, and those are to power up your characters, which we'll get into that next. There's also these bundles to unlock campaigns. You don't have to spend on these. You can just wait and get the characters over time, which you slowly will. It may take a while, but you will get certain characters. And the pull system in this game, the pull system does not favor single pulls at all. As you can see here, you can do these pulls, but if you get 10, and it doesn't have to be the gems, it can be 10 scrolls, you are guaranteed a character. Maybe a character you already have. Well, what happens if I get a character I already have, you may ask? You get a lot of shards for that character. Now, let's go into that next. So for the characters here, you have the varying degrees of power. The power numbers on the top right. You've got, the type here. You've got where they're going to start in terms of everything. If they're common, whatever. How many shards and orbs they need to unlock the next tier. And, also the bonuses. They're going to get extra stats here. They're going to get this 20%. They'll get 10% more of health, attack, and defense as they go. They have their skill system. Now, the way skills work in this game is a majority of them for your special skill are one and done. Like this fire and reposition ability, this is a one-time move. So you use this ability, you fire off a shot, and then you pull back. I'll show more gameplay of how the skills work, and you level these through getting tokens as well. Equipment will unlock as you go, which can also be upgraded with scraps that you can get from certain chests or from breaking down lesser gear. And then you have where the main source of power is outside of doing abilities and outside of doing, the just shards to rank up the characters. You have these items that you have to get. You get to 6, and then a whole new set starts. So right now, the game even tells me where I can go to find this item. I can go over here. I can do a raid, or I can do a battle. Now, in this game, one of the things I'm not a big fan of is the fact that, for the most part, if you skip, you don't get any real quest credit outside of specific campaign completion, or if you have a quest to do raid campaigns, because they don't factor in how many enemies you killed. They don't factor in the damage you did to enemies at all. It's just your quick in, quick out situation. So a lot of times you're going to want to do these battles if you have quest active to get them completed. You don't want to take the easy route on this. It's just no, you don't want to do that. So that is something to consider. Again, I'm not a super fan of it, but that is something to consider as well. And then also something to point out with any of the gem purchases you're doing, the first one is double. So you do the $100 pack, you get an extra 100. You do the 50, you get an extra 50, and those are pretty solid. So you get these up, you restart again. The levels in this game don't matter for power. They don't really do much there. They are just as a means to let you unlock more for your characters. So because this character's 26, they can level their skills up to a certain point, and they can also level up this badge here for these items and stats to a certain point as well. So you're going to want to keep an eye out for these books, because otherwise it's slow going through the levels. So, I mean, this book gives 500. There's a book that gives 25, and even a super rare one that gives 12k. So there's some pretty good ones there that you can get to really accelerate the level of your characters, because they all start out level 1. You're not really going to have too much there to play with. For example, this guy just got him last night. I haven't really done anything with him yet in terms of the items, the equipment, anything at all. So, and he's like one of the good ones. I'm kind of interested to build him up and see what he can do, and we'll go from there. So that's the character overview for the upgrading process, how those work. And again, the shop is pretty straightforward. Again, you don't want to do single pulls. Hold on a second. I gotta kick my cat out. He's getting into all sorts of trouble. Lucky. This is gonna get edited out, Lucky. Alright, stay high, everybody. Okay, he was being super distracting and biting stuff he shouldn't have. Sorry about that. This isn't going to get edited out. I just straight cut, so it is what it is. Anyway, so again, with the shops, double on the gem offers. So again, any of these I already did the first times on them. I got doubles. I can't recommend buying cash in the shop, because again, you get a lot. So now let's go over breakdown of the game itself and the different modes. Like right now, this is the RTA mode. This is tough as a new player. Even with them giving you, the ability to just do common fights where you fight at base level. You don't go against let's say max awakening units. You have casual, which casual I guess is just there for practice. But so let's look at this here. So they've got the different rarity bids. I can do uncommon. I can't do anything higher because I don't have enough to do that. Oh, apparently, and then these even higher ones aren't even available. And it gives you an idea of the turn times, points to win. So we're actually going to do a match here, because a lot of my guys in Guild have definitely struggled against this mode. So we're going to go in. I've got my 5 characters here. And we're going to play against a real person. They can't auto-click this. They either play or they don't. And there's a high possibility you may watch me get utterly destroyed right here because this is a tough mode to do. So they're going first. Their timer's ticking down. There's certain power-ups on the field that can be used as like shielding and buy you some time here. And it's just a lot of this is learning what the other characters can do. Like that white robot, you get next to that white robot, you're going to have a bad time. That robot is dangerous. So now let's... I don't like this at all. Can I destroy some of that from here and take out some of those damn robots? Maybe. Took out one. I can't get any closer. Let's move you here. We'll use the brush as cover. Okay, and we used up our turn. So, as a new player, what I would recommend doing to try and get some points is to get a kill or two, so you get some of the points to get the chest. You get 7 points if you win, but at least in that sense, you know, you get something. Oh, they're trying to break that shielding. They got it down. Uh-oh. Oh, didn't know he could do that. Jesus Christ. And that's a lack of knowledge on what these characters do, and that's on me. Oof. Okay, so let's think about this right now. He's got that shield bot there. I got to deal with that shield bot. Oh, was able to take out one, so that's one done. Alright, can we reposition and fire? That's a pushback ability. That's not going to do me any good. Okay, he's blocking the way. Cool. And of course, the summons always go first. Oof. That hurt. So summons are always going to do their thing. Okay, so he's running over there. I might be able to kill these two. Tough to say. One out of the way. Can I kill you too? Oh, yes! Well, he's dead now, but we at least get some points here. Not expecting to win a lot of these fights because I'm super new, but at least we get some things down. Oh, he lived. Damn. Almost got another point. It was close. Yeah. Anyway. So that's how these matches work. And again, because we got a couple of kills, we'll get at least 3 points. And by the time you be playing this event could already be over, so it may not hold much bearing to you. But that's an idea of how their RTA works. I do want to get these chests because they do have some extra energy. They have some cogs to tie into the next event I'm going to show you that's starting to wind down, which is this chest event. And this is where I've been getting the bulk of my money. This event is really good. Those cogs you saw on the chest, they tie into here, and the missions are pretty straightforward. And of course there is a like $8 or $9 bundle. If you do that, you unlock extra missions to do. The Tyranids, some of those were in that fight we just did as like monsters distractions, so you get some quest experience done there. You got the overall mission here to do some ability damage, which I came into this event a little late, so I mean, I don't think I'm going to finish that full amount, but at least I'm getting a decent amount done for it. And this is just a nice little side mission. And they do offers for it every day. They had a couple of free offers, and they do like paid. Some of them are good. Some of them I'd probably skip on. That's a day-to-day thing. My only complaint with this mission is the notifications. Like, let's say I get a notification here for a 1. It doesn't tell me if it has like one for, let's say, this event, and I have to kind of go in and double check and be like, okay, it was this mission's completed, and then I can get that done. Cool. That's a little bit of a pain in the ass. And the UI can be a bit overbearing, as you see here getting into this, because you have the campaigns down here that you're going to start off in this campaign. These are the stages. You could farm shards for certain enemies. Those are the stages there. You've got base arena. Now, this is like TQT Arena, where it's just you're going against the AI. Let's see where we are right now. You know, it's a constant fight to get to the top of the ladder. They've broken it into brackets. Now, at first I thought it was just these players for the bracket, but Game Vision, Julio, and a couple others, they're all kind of in different little divisions, so there's a lot more people playing this game than I thought. So most of us are in this Neo League, and Game Vision's like, you know, rank 1 or 2 in his. Julio's pretty high in his. I think he might even be rank 1. Canadian's like rank 20 in his. And none of those guys show up here because I'm in a separate bracket from them. And then as you go, the rewards are pretty decent. You know, for this one here, it says stay above 1501, and then I'll go to the next league at the end of the season in 4 days. So it's a pretty straightforward, and we'll do a match here with the arena. So I'm obviously beating them power-wise hard. You know, your power's up here. I've got a 5200 team, which that helps, and sometimes it doesn't. And here we're going to take out the rank 4 guy because that's going to give me the most points. So let's do that. Let's get in here and let's deal with this. Now, my strategy is summons and Overwatch ability with the side of shielding. So what we're going to do here is he's got that sniper over there. So I'm just going to shift these guys over. And we're going to do this. So we're going to do you here, and you here. And then I'm going to move these guys over to the side. And I'm going to let them come down. And that's one deleted. We didn't have to do a thing. We didn't have to do a single thing. Now, same thing again. Actually, I'm going to try and take this guy out. This guy's more dangerous. He can summon little ads, and I've lost to those ads before because they multiply. So, yeah. Pushed her back. And now, we'll just... do I want to do anything here? You know what, let's go in and... No, let's stay, actually. I'll let him do some damage. Which is fine. So, I've got unit stat summon. So we'll use one here. This guy is going to be in a starter pack. $5. His name is Commissar Yarick. That'll be a potentially good unit you can get and use because he's versatile for both PvE and PvP. And then you also have a healer, Isabella. It'd be one or the other. Those are like $5 packs. Those aren't bad for starters to pick up. And then this guy here also has a special ability where he summons based off of the grids available. And the AI just usually goes for these little dudes. They just go and attack them. He's deleted, and then we'll finish you off. Oh, I can't hit from there, because can I hit him? No, I can't get him anywhere, so we'll just stab. But we win that fight. Ooh, move back up 3 spots. Cool. Pretty straightforward on the AI manipulation. You're going to see a lot of different teams here. And what do you get for that? Well, you get these chests, and you know the current unit is this Snappa Rekka, which I get one more chest. I get to unlock him. Oh, that was one more thing I should have went over with you guys. So for any characters you don't have, and you're pulling, you're gonna slowly get shards on them. Like this guy's got 40, 43 of 80. Once I unlock him, I have access to that character. And the main ones you kind of want to try and get are the ones that have campaigns associated with them. Like the Black Legion has a campaign. You want to get their characters so you can do their campaign. Same with Necrons, which you can farm Necrons from the Ultramarines campaign. It's a little convoluted, but just being able to do that is good. You don't have to spend money to get these characters if you want. You can take the long route and do the 10 pulls and see what you end up with. And then also, we're going to get into guild features here in a second. Let me see something. I need a lot of these. So, I can ask the guild on this. So, you could ask the guild for items. There's chat in here where you can talk to people as well. It's a nice system, and as we go and as we level, we get more spots. So we just hit level 3 a little while ago. We've opened up another slot. So we'll be able to get somebody else in the guild. And as you can see here, there's a lot more to this game than DQG ever did with guilds. It's just not window dressing. So there's different missions. It even shows you who's contributed to most of these missions and who's going to get the most of these guild scrolls. So for this one, Kobe's got the lead here. He's done 4.7%. For this mission here, for the damage and bombs, oh wow, Sir Sponge is just like wrecking it at 12%. He's put in some work. And we've got a donation mission here. Exist is killing that. Wow, I'm like 0.8. I gotta get my game up on that one. And then okay, so we got another. This mission wasn't here last night, so this is a new mission for doing arena, which we're on there for doing one match and doing some damage in arena. So it seems like as you level, they give you more missions to level up. And then let's get into the meat and potatoes. We've got these guild fights. Now, this is our first season where we're actually starting. As the event started, we came in on the tail end. We did lousy. I think we got like the last reward chest, which, is what it is. So these bosses are broken into 3 points here. You've got these side enemies that if you take them out, they debuff the boss. And a lot of these guys I'd probably say are kind of like for the the free-to-plays or the weaker boxes, so to speak, to go in, deal with the minions, and then the heavy hitters come in and they fight the boss. Like right now I do have attacks up, but I'm going to wait until they take down these bosses here, these side guys, and going, because I ended up doing cleanup for the last one. I was like, oh, maybe I won't do 8K in one fight, and well, yeah, I killed that dude. But you get a box for every boss you kill. There's a leaderboard. You've got these chests here, and as you can see, even right now, where the event just started, and we're 4,900. So there are a lot of active guilds playing this, and yeah, there are people putting in work up here on the higher end. Like these are the top tier teams. They are definitely putting in work. You got people already to legendary. Oof. Okay then. So the system's pretty cool. The system, it just, yeah, being able to talk to people, being able to do things. And then you've got a couple other modes down here as well. You've got the salvage run for items that you'll be able to get. You've got Onslaught as well. Onslaught's nice because you can get a couple of shards for a character you already have. And the game will tell you, like when you're in those modes, the game will clearly tell you how many of a shard you have for a character, and it'll let you know. So if you already have enough shards and you haven't upgraded them, you're probably bottlenecked on some of these orbs, which you can get through playing the battle pass, a bunch of different methods. So other than that, let's just go in and let's do a little bit of farming here. So I put in a request to get these from the guild, which I'm going to need a lot. So let's go and hunt for the other item right now. So let's see what that looks like for the PvE aspect. So we can find, you only could do 10 of each stage per day. I've got 7 wins left on this one, so we'll do this battle here. And then I have one more thing to show you guys that I'm going to stress some importance on, and I wanted to kind of save that for the end of the video. So, because again, you know me, I just freeform, I talk from the hip, and I just kind of go about things. So, let's go in here. We're going to do these missions. Now, if you have any missions that need to get done, like kill enemies or heal or stuff, these missions are great, you know, for getting them done. Because again, these don't count if you're doing them from just raid. If you do them from raid, they don't count. They don't give you any credit. It's not something worthwhile. Now, some of these guys you're going to have starting. Bellator is going to be great because every turn you wait to deploy his interceptors. If you have room, he brings more out. Summons are going to be your best friend for taking heat off your team and getting easier 3 stars. And if you have Commissar Yorick, he has his 2 out already. So, I mean, the enemy team just doesn't have a chance. Now, let's see if we got the item. We didn't. Okay, well, man, why didn't I get the item? What's the drop chance on this? Well, when we go in here, we could actually hit the little dice button up top, and it says, oh, there's a 60% chance to get this. I don't have to go data mine, have somebody go and find out and tell me the actual odds. It says there's a 60% chance to get this item. Okay, so then let's hit the raid button. I'm lazy. Let's see if we can get it through there. Oh, I got one. And down here it even tells me how many I need to get the upgrade done when I do the raid. So I need 4 more to get the raid knocked out. Cool. Okay, good. Now, one last thing that I want to specify importance on, and that is the mission system. The mission system leads to these crates. These crates end up with more requisition scrolls for pulls. They're going to give you some shards down the road for Harkin. He's a good unit. You're going to use him in one of the campaigns. Now, you may ask, how do you get these mission points? Well, there's daily missions. They'll give you some as you play. There's all these other missions that tie into campaigns, certain requirements. And there's also something else. You can unlock timed missions as you go when you do certain missions, and those will give scrolls as well. You got to keep an eye on that. And every character in the game, I unlocked a couple of these characters last night, has a 3-step mission. You know, every character, I don't know if the base ones, but every new character you acquire, they have these missions here, and these are going to be generally, the first set is always the same. It's going to be have them survive 5 battles, and some of these you may not be able to use right away because there's certain class types and certain units are locked out of different missions. Like, you can't bring some of these to the base campaign you're going to be doing. You'll have to wait till later. And all these missions are going to give you a little bit of their shards. They're going to give you some sort of badge for upgrading abilities, and they're going to give you mission XP, which ties into these chests. Now, first mission, as you can see, is pretty generic. It's always going to be the same. The second mission is generally a bunch of kills and using their ability a couple of times, like 10. Usually it's like 50 kills and 10 ability uses. And then the last one, if they're a healer, they want you to do some damage and healing with the healer. Or if they're just a straight up DPS, they just want you to do 3k damage, 5k damage with their unit. Like here's the second tier for Tyrant. I got to bring him in, kill 50 enemies, use his thing 10 times. And, and then down here's the daily login bonus. The daily mission was completed. You're going to slowly get some mission points as well just from playing. And, yeah, pretty straightforward. The only thing that, again, I'm going to make a little note here is there's some situations where it could be a pain in the ass to get those kills, like on the healer or even on Commissar Yorick, because I don't think his summons, if they kill somebody, I don't think those count for damage towards him or kills for him as well. So keep in mind there is there's some stuff here, extra steps to getting some of their missions done to get that taken care of. Now, they also do like a creator spotlight for YouTubers. That's really cool. They have a refer a friend system and promo codes on their Discord, which if you want to go on their Discord, find those promo codes and input them. They have them there and they give a lot of cool stuff. And again, it's just they've just got it tied in. They've got things pretty well integrated as a whole, and they actually sponsor their YouTubers here. They're bigger guys. They bring them up even in game. Like, that's crazy. Square Enix. What does Square Enix ever do for any of us? Oh, Malcolm's gonna send her feedback up. Oh, okay. I mean, it took us 19 days plus to get JM back into his account. Gwen was locked out of their account. They wanted to get back in. I think within a day or less, support got back to them, got the situation rectified, and they got into their account. Like customer service for somebody who probably either spent very little or nothing at all in the game. Not somebody like JM who dropped over 10 grand or more at that point and was still getting ghosted. So there's a lot of reasons to try this game out. I get it may not be everybody's cup of tea. And then the last thing we'll get into is what does kind of the meta look like? What units should you be kind of pulling on or other things here? So we'll take a look at that, which for some reason has... Oh, here we go. Let's bring this down. Oh, how did it get... Wow, it's got super lost. I had this all prepped before the video, I promised. And now it's like gone into the ether, so let me just... Well, let's make another window here. Oh, we'll do this the old-fashioned way. I wanted to show you something else. And this information is also going to be on the Discord as well. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this is the metadata here. And it breaks down, PvP's the red number. You've got the these other modes and things. Necron, I guess that's campaign. I don't understand the other numbers. I get the PvP number for what they have here. And maybe it's based off of like the races you fight against. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll have to ask the community to get some clarification. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit more for you guys, so you can see it a little bit clearer. Okay. And then the top ones, let's go over those. Let me get the top ones pulled up here. And then these are the top guys here. These are the ones that have the community are pretty big on. Like, I just got this guy. He's apparently number 1. I'm going to work and play with him more. And the game's... Yeah, even Yorick's here. This guy's a $5 deal. He's ranked 10. He's pretty high up there. I mean, Bellator's a free unit, and he's up there as well because of his summon ability, like the Interceptor one I showed you. He's a free unit. He's really good. You can get him tanky. He could take some hits. He could cause some chaos. So I wanted to give you an idea, and you could always look this over on our website. This one was last done back on October of 2023, so it's semi-relevant still. They do introduce new characters all the time to this game, which you're going to have another character added to the pool. Oh, somebody gave me one already. Cool. And then Exist put up one as well that he needs done, which, let's see. Oh, that one's a 50 reward. Okay, so let's do that real quick too. Let's be lazy and help out Exist. So what's the... Oh, I can't do that one. Do I have this one. Okay. Plasma Cell 50. I want that one for him. Okay, Mirror Campaign. Cool. Oh, it's a 3-star reward. Do I have any... I have to get 3 stars on that. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. Oh, maybe. No, what about 32? Let's look at 32. That's also a 3-star. And I'm not able to 3-star those missions right now. Oh, sorry, Exist. You're SOL. I wanted to help you out. I wanted to do something good for you on air. Well, it is what it is. Oh, let's move this back down. Cool. Okay, so I think that's a full overview of everything. I mean, I don't think I really missed out too much. There's there's a little bit more to go into detail on, but I wanted to kind of briefly touch on as much as possible here, and just give you guys like what's going on. And again, if this is a game you should play or not, it's up to you. I've dropped a little over 200 into this. Took my refund money, put it in. I can't speak to what the others have dropped in, but I've gotten a decent amount for what I have, and I've blown past a lot of free to plays with that. So overall, not bad. Longevity of this game, though, it does look like as we go, as we get, because we're obviously going to hit a roadblock on some of these enemies at some point. There's a lot here, so there's a lot of long-term content. There's a lot to do, and the events are always shifting. So they always have something new to get done. Oh, okay. So here's my wife. She's playing as well. She just threw a bomb on the side guy there. Cool, which is good. She did a little bit of damage, and that's also good because that's part of a mission. We need to get that done to get more to guild rewards. So overall, I'd give this game a try. I mean, this is you don't need to do sticker communication. You don't need to do a lot of things here to play this and enjoy this game. So give it a shot. And if you don't like the game, at least you tried it out. But it's better than going back to Square after everything that happened. And why reward a company for bad behavior in any capacity? You should. You absolutely should. So give this game a try, and if there's any other mobile games that are kind of interesting you want me to take a look at for you, I'm down to take a look and give them an overview as well if there's enough demand for it. I mean, I don't mind diving into some of these other games once in a while and giving my honest opinions on them. I've played a plethora of them, unfortunately. Anyway, with that being said, let me know what you guys think of this video. If you have other name ideas, I'm still kind of floating things around. Like, I'm not even going to put a proper thumbnail on this. I'm just going to put what this game looks like in the Play Store for Apple, so you know where to go to download it. Give it a try. If you want, I'll have my friend code down in the link below if you want to help me out that way and save me a couple of dollars. It's optional. You don't have to. I'm just going to spend the money anyway. Anyway, with that being said, I will see you next time. Maybe we'll do some live stream playing of this game tonight. I'll save up a couple of things to do, and we'll go down what just like a day in the life of playing this game looks like to give you, the top down on it. Well, with that being said, take care, guys. Peace.